Hello everyone. I am an ordinary villager from Guangxi province in southern China. As the 2025 Spring Festival has just concluded, I'd like to share how we local villagers celebrate Chinese New Year's Eve, to help more people understand Chinese Spring Festival traditions. This year's Lunar New Year's Eve fell on January 28, 2025, Gregorian calendar, which corresponds to the 29th day of the 12th lunar month in 2024. While different provinces in China have varying customs for celebrating this occasion, most regions in Guangxi share similar traditions. On Lunar New Year's Eve, all daily work comes to a halt. After breakfast, every household divides tasks to prepare ritual items: incense sticks, spirit money, joss paper, fireworks, chickens, ducks, fruits, and vegetables, following customs passed down for centuries. Visits my cousin's family task. He and his sister are analyzing the most efficient way to use a knife to make an incision, aiming to completely remove the chicken's internal organs. My sister sent us a chicken and duck yesterday, which we'll use today. The chicken will be offered at our ancestral hall, a tradition maintained by every clan in our village for millennia. The duck will enrich our reunion dinner. We process the chicken manually, draining its blood, scalding it in boiling water to remove feathers, then cleaning it thoroughly. In the video, my wife plucks chicken feathers while my father and aunt handle the duck's more stubborn down. With an injured finger, I'm relegated to observer duty, checking neighbors' preparations, playing with children, or documenting the process. This village road was constructed by the national government with an investment of several million yuan. Additionally, the government helped pave all roads in the village with concrete, which has greatly improved our transportation convenience. We no longer worry about waterlogging and mud during rainy days. After the road was completed, many villagers rebuilt their houses along both sides of it. Since this village road connects multiple neighboring villages, there is frequent vehicle traffic passing through. This occasionally poses safety risks as traffic markings have not yet been painted on the road, sometimes leading to minor collisions between vehicles and pedestrians. Fortunately, street lights have been installed, eliminating the need for people to carry flashlights or other lighting tools when walking at night. The children said, the sky is constantly filled with the explosions of fireworks and the sound of firecrackers. Setting off fireworks during the day when the light isn't visible is such a waste. This store is one of the small shops in our village, primarily selling beverages, cigarettes, alcohol, and snacks. The children in the village love this place because it offers a variety of their favorite snacks at very affordable prices.
怕一包啊？啊
？3瓶盐水，1个鸭爪。鸭爪1个鸭爪。
唔要。
讓。
講太頻啦，坑泉水有嗎？其他。可以挖水。咩挖水？哪呢？ màu bánh ta này.
我有毛盖。
Đi đi.
我们黑暗苹果的那里是红字。
leng phản hành. Mở vô, mở cái này được rồi.
你还要腌呢？
Phải ao giang. Chăn lòng ghê xí đi chăn lòng hả? Còn nhớ bạn nâng lèm bạc.
我马上把火洗了，今晚。
Tinh tròn đấy. Sập gì đó.
真浓。我必须得拿这一瓶。
Xong cái xí.
有一瓶只有这一瓶不一样。会的。
I bought 2 packs of cigarettes, each priced at 12 yuan RMB. Additionally, I purchased 2 bottles of 2.1-liter mineral water. My son and daughter bought 3 bottles of water. The total cost was 33 yuan RMB. The store accepts both QR code payments and cash. When we walked out of the store, we saw a few people playing mahjong at the table here.
Thằng cay má. Wow, yeah.
Once again, I saw a few fish kept in a basin by the roadside, which must be the shop owner's preparation for tonight's dish.
没有啦。
Bây giờ xe.
On both sides of the road are lychee trees planted by the villagers. Our area is known for its abundant lychee production, and the fruits are exceptionally delicious. Around June each year, many buyers from other provinces come here to purchase lychees in large quantities. They then transport them by truck to other regions for wholesale and retail distribution.
我要带你去啊。
In our village, almost every household owns a car, so the roads sometimes get quite congested. Government officials have promised us that they will soon widen the road surface to 2 lanes, pave it with asphalt, and properly mark the traffic lines. I need to place the 2 bottles of water I purchased in the car. At that moment, I noticed my neighbors across the way were putting up Spring Festival carpets. I went over to see if they needed any help. It seemed they were using the wrong type of adhesive, as the carpets couldn't securely adhere to the smooth tiles. Once the glue dried, the carpets would peel off the surface. Every time they managed to stick the left side properly, the right side would come loose again. They had tried multiple times without success. I suggest they switch to a different adhesive, such as double-sided tape.
那如果是鼓啊？
啊，
是鼓啊？
这个
啊？
啊
干哪？
啊，
干哪？
cái sinh bố nào vô nó nữa chơi lá để nó lo cái thân thân thì chịu
này của đôi không?
hả
Ta la.
cái lá bố chạy đâu nữa hả cái chạy hả chứ rồi à có người mua cái đấy rồi chứ à cái lừa cái không nào là hôm bữa nay là kia ra chỗ kia ra chỗ
sang nước lọc liều lỗ hả là những càng à sang nữa giờ lọc liều đó là
phá là
ni chỉnh hồng mà ta à
đi chừng hả đi chừng hả nó cũng thật khá
ấy sang lửa giờ phản hoại nữa
mà đây chỉ là nó là ngang không bố bạn lại không mà giờ lúc mấy chừng nữa là
chỉ cho nó ăn có dầu trong thì cho mình thì thiếp chỉ cho nó đi cả dầu trong thì cho mình thiếp chỉ cho nó đi cạo xe à
dạ nó chặt chặt mày dầu à
không ra khỏi do
phải đây muối họ
cạo đầu tôi sẽ mặt ta
mà tới muối
sang lửa dầu lẩy liều đó niệm sang nói nhà họ là thâu mình cạo chỉ mũ quá nó mỗi thâu mình cạo chỉ đôi liang thầu câu thành đôi tiền
I wonder if you've noticed that the red spring couplets here have white tops. In traditional Chinese culture, red symbolizes auspiciousness and celebration, while white is often used in funerals or sacrifices, representing solemnity and mourning. In fact, the custom in Guangxi of leaving white sections at the top of spring couplets is called white-headed spring couplets. Throughout history, as our nation was repeatedly invaded by foreign enemies, the white color commemorates heroes who sacrificed their lives resisting aggressors. The white-headed spring couplets carry profound mourning for war martyrs, conveying the message, without this touch of white, how could there be the red of 10,000 households? This tradition embodies a humanistic spirit of intertwined joy and sorrow. It is not only a treasure of local culture but also a microcosm of the Chinese nation's collective memory.
不来，
也就有那个没有啊？对吧？
来，放开，
大风，
不来。
嗯。咩？推成我啊？
係咯，你講咗聽同我講咯喎。
嚟，呢個人鐵位位啊！冇啲乜得查份。過來，你掟佢咩？六成咩啊？六成開。
成開。
啱明嗰邊啊，繼續跳你。
I need to go home to check how the preparations are coming along. It seems they've done a decent job. The chicken has already been processed, cleaned, and placed in the pot to cook. Since the chicken will be used for ancestral worship rituals, it shouldn't be chopped into pieces during cooking but needs to remain whole. My mom is also busy in the kitchen right now. Let me help with the fire. Every household here plants a lot of fruit trees, which generates plenty of wood. That's why we use it for cooking meals. Food cooked with fire would taste especially delicious, something you can't achieve with natural gas.
點會見到咧？年年都係我整到噶啦。
就追水啦，真係啊！係啊。
Lạ mà.
He duck my dad is processing is almost done. He told me to take the offal back first to cook. Actually, some parts of chicken and duck offal are edible. First, you need to thoroughly clean the offal with salt. This way, the taste and texture when cooked will be excellent. These are the spirit money needed for worshipping ancestors.
就送手機插到。
哦，死也不爱我呢。我这个小孩真的是很有法国呢。
This is my nephew, the youngest son of my younger brother. He's not yet 3 years old, very smart and mischievous.
À, thế nào?
Oh, I forgot to put the 2 packs of cigarettes into the car earlier. These are the 2 packs I just bought. They're locally produced. When I returned to the kitchen, I found my little nephew diligently tending to the fire. Since I live and work in other cities year-round and only return home during the Chinese New Year for a short stay, he rarely sees me and still feels a bit unfamiliar and shy around me. Watching him focus intently on his task, I found him utterly adorable. I'm confident that as he grows older, he will become a great helper for the family.
Chị話齋一停嘢嗰啲又想口痕又想食嘢噶啦，怪不得阿四胖了那麼多了。我還是說，阿四話齋。
得啦，得啦，得啦。
Đâu không phải tại thì bạn đi tao ok cho gì đâu sẽ muốn gì đâu
大嬸你嗰啲
My mother is going to flip the chicken in the pot to the other side and continue cooking it to ensure that the entire chicken is thoroughly cooked. After walking out of the kitchen, I noticed my cousin's family preparing a dish that struck me as quite novel. It was my first time seeing this particular cooking method. They explained that it required steaming with hot water vapor. Though I wasn't entirely familiar with the technique, I found myself genuinely curious about how it would taste once finished.
Áo trong vậy?
Only half an hour had passed and they had already completed the processing work. It was evident that they were about to start steaming. Everyone seemed to be very busy, while I was the only one at leisure because of my injured finger, which meant I couldn't help with anything else. Suddenly, it occurred to me that I had forgotten I have 2 children. I didn't know where they were or what they were doing. I assumed they might have gone over to the neighbor's house across the street to watch TV. I needed to go find them and inform them in advance to prepare for the ancestral worship ceremony.
Vậy, này làm co. Chuẩn bị khoan có hồi lâu à? Để bài giả lâu à?
Bài giả? Đó bài giả trước.
Ừ?
Bài giả.
Ở đây.
Bài giả. Cái bài giả.
Bài giả, bà giả.
Cái bài giả cơ.
Bài几个了？哇，这个这么难看的东西，为什么看这些东西呢？
像吧。
走了，走了，走啦！放过回啦！不过来不放。
薯菠蘿同埋食榴蓮，同埋食嗰啲咩仲有咩？嗰啲咩中意食啊嚇？番茄冇喎。哦，
Then I went back to the kitchen to check on Mom's progress. It looked like things were going well. She had already started arranging the items according to traditional customs. This method of arrangement had to follow the customs, with specific rules and techniques involved. The chicken is already cooked. See, this is why the chicken needs to be kept whole from the start. It will be removed and placed on a plate. Then some other ingredients are added for garnish. Finally, a spoonful of salt is sprinkled over the meat. After placing the chicken, the plate should also include other complementary meats. A long-standing tradition where all ingredients are arranged together in a single dish to form a unified whole. Because the boiling liquid is extremely hot, my mother must carefully lift them out with chopsticks and meticulously arrange them into an orderly pattern. The symbolic meaning of this practice is that the chicken serves as an offering to ancestors and must be seasoned with salt. Salt has long been a symbol of longevity and purity in Chinese culture spanning thousands of years. The use of salt in offerings also represents reverence and gratitude towards ancestors, expressing both awe for their legacy and appreciation for their blessings. After Mom arranged the items, she asked me to fetch the incense sticks and candles, spirit money, and firecrackers, all essential for the memorial ceremony. There were specific rules about the exact quantities of incense sticks and candles needed. Although I counted them very carefully, I wasn't entirely clear on some of the finer details.
Làm đây cái gì cháu? Cái sập cháu à?
My younger brother, worried I might make a mistake, came in to count them again.
Bỏ. Sẵn tủa. 好了。
Nãy thằng ấy lấy tháng gì này sừng này nó tháng anh nhận lại với thì sừng này hay anh làm lấy cái tháng gì này nha nhận lại cái
Đây liền phần hãng.
cái anh nhận lại cái thiều.
However, when Mom checked, she discovered that both my brother and I had made errors. In the end, Mommy had to step in to correct our mistakes.
Cô lấy lắm.
While walking past my little nephew, I playfully asked him if he could share a candy with me, but he seemed unwilling.
Giọng. Giọng. Trồng gì mà? Trồng gì mà? Trồng gì mà?
Ăn xịt không nhà gái gì đó.
Cái chi sẽ bằng chất sải.
Đấy, làm cái gì nữa? Làm ăn là gì đấy?
Next, we will officially commence the ancestral worship ceremony. To demonstrate piety towards our ancestors, we carry the offerings by hand and walk there on foot. Everyone, regardless of age or gender, participates in this procession. This collective practice allows us to educate the younger generation through personal example, thereby ensuring the continuation of our customs and traditions. Wow! That's it for the first episode of the video. We'll continue to take a look at how we worship our ancestors in the next episode. See you all soon.
Siluman. Chop.